hard engage, and Alistar definitely fits the bill. Can look to disengage some of these dives, knock away the Nico if she's going for an ultimate. That's a really key kind of interaction there, but definitely rounds out their comp well.
Yeah, a lot of times too.
It's going to be this playoffs because we only had the one best of 5 last split, and it was a 3-0.
Yeah. We said we were fearless, but we had a little fear in us.
Scared of game force.
You know, in our heart of hearts, we were a little scared.
We didn't see any game force.
But this time, we're going to be
surely in a double limb playoffs. It's not been the flash off of B-Boy. They do get the summoners off Yon, but he lives, and now Fudge has stayed around. Can they set this up? Umpty is up here. He is level 4. Fudge does cancel the recall.
They need Umpty to tank the tower because he can drop it with his W, so then they can finish off Fudge.
All right, here we go. We're going to see if Umpty can start it up. He is going to pull aggro. Nice flash, avoids the taunt. They're going to be going back in, and Fudge does get knocked down, and they get out. Contracts now, though, can threaten the Hex Flash. They get double Hex Flash over the wall here. Are they going to actually go for the double Hex Flash play and look for one onto APA? APA is playing respectfully, though. He's playing up towards the top side. I think he would have to be below the tower for him to go for it, but they're going to go for it anyway. Nice flash out, responding to the play from APA, and now Umpty is here. That's pretty spicy from Shopify. The double Hex Flash over the Raptor.
They're not done yet. Umpty wants.
Now Umpty going in on Contracts. Contracts has no flash, and he's going to get chopped in.
The Fury champion, Shopify were ones with really high priority on it early in the split, running 2 games of it, and he was the one going for all these invades. So he knows to definitely give respect. And here we go. There's the minion Core JJ.
We're 1,000 gold ahead because he has bot. And they are going to be looking for this. They are going to get pushed back by the Shock Blast. Doesn't connect. Seos has been chunked out quite a bit, though. And now TL looking like they have a pretty good angle. Contract's going to whip on the ulti, and it's going to get poked down, and that should be enough to gain TL the Dragon. Nice attempt from Shopify, but can't find an angle.
And so I'm looking at Umpty's gold the entire time. He has
Looks like Umpty wants to try to get in there. We'll see if he can actually take him down in the 1v1 and how heavily he's going to commit to it. Impact trying to get in there. They are able to force out the flash immediately. And Fudge trying to run, but not long for this world. Going to be taken by the
plus, it even still be probably pretty hard getting out of that alive because there's a lot of ability to follow for TL, so doesn't even want to try that. And TL.
And now Umpty down towards this bottom side is going to get eyes on Palafox, but won't commit to it. Contracts is coming in now, but he doesn't have eyes on it to him, and he's going to get interrupted on the dash. He's trying to get back towards the tower. Impact's actually tanking up the tower now because of the burn, and the Ash Arrow comes in from downtown, and it's going to get them the kill. Can they get it? Because you don't expect the Poppy to be there, and you pull aggro. Now another Ash Arrow is going to connect again as ABA flashes and gets caught regardless. Can Contracts find the angle to send him into the wall? Doesn't even need it. B-Boy.
He's like a mediocre hero. Yep. Anyways, Dragon Fight.
TP coming in here from Fudge. We'll see if they can get it. Hex Flash getting threatened from Contract. Not going to go over the wall. Seos getting chunked down so heavily. Great equalizer across 4 members from TL, but they're able to get out of it quickly. They do secure the Dragon. Now can they get away? Umpty's going to go in. He's going to get knocked out of it and shut down by B-Boy. Great job interrupting the dash. And
once again, chopped down on that early lead that they got, but tower.
APA getting wrapped on. We'll see if anyone else is here. He's going to be able to get the tower. A nice knockback, trying to summon up his own passive tower to survive. We'll see if he can do it against Palafox. Palafox trying to chase him down and finish him off, but in comes Umpty. He does get the kill. He will fall, but a nice 1-for-1 there from Palafox.
And they're going to be able to get secondary 1. This one is just really, really big for individual gold.
Contracts can't do this, though. He has no one helping him at all, and Impact's coming in. Now the teleport going to be coming in to join here from Palafox. Palafox, has he gone too far with that TP? Not going to be jumped on as he does arrive, and Shopify should be able to grab this and get out.
Gotta leave
TL
quickly, though.
Trying to do something about it, but just can't actually find any exit kills here. They weren't really on the same page. They did get the tier 2 bot, though, and that is a lot of gold. You can see their gold lead back up to almost 3K as Seos gets incredibly low there. We'll be able to limp away to safety, but TL are pushing mid lane now, too.
So Core JJ keeps turning into the big dog. He keeps turning into actual Umpty, but I want to see him turn into the mini dog. Like
Wants to be the pack leader, you know?
Yeah. So the only problem with that strat is, like, if the enemy team already knows the Neferi is fed, then they're probably not going to get tricked.
Oh, nice sidestep. A Contract's going over the wall and going to get the stun onto Core JJ. I don't think he has a way out of this one. Contract's tough start.
Another tower. So while Shopify get close on some objectives there and they get the tower low, TL keep getting a lot of tower gold. Very, very
These two players have.
Yeah, especially with the accuracy of the Ash Arrows so far. I don't think we've seen B-Boy miss one yet. Impact on the bottom side.
Impact looking here for Fudge. Fudge going to be able to overheat, though, and B-Boy's coming in. Impact's now sectioned off from the rest of the team. Impact going to flash away, but Fudge is there to follow. He's stunned up, and he is knocked down. APA pushing for the tier 2 mid. I think TL have just got to bail out. Is pretty far up here, but he is by himself, and Palafox is liking his odds in this fight. You can see that CoreJJ as well as Yon are on the side. But
Ash Arrow or something like that to try and even up. Wait a second.
Oh, APA is here. Can they actually find the play? Umti's getting CC chained so much, but he's going to try to get out of there. We'll see if he can actually do it. The equalizer gets dropped, but not really the right way. And at the same time, APA knocks down Contracts. He was just free firing the whole time with the lethal tempo Azir. They kind of overcommit onto Umti, but at the same time, Palafox takes down the tier 1 and he's pushing on the tier 2 bot.
Exactly. They're doing this while split pushing. So Otacon will be the focus for Team Liquid. Palafox has teleport on the Jace. He wants to finish bottom tower first, then we'll see.
Oh, B-Boy in a lot of trouble. Yon goes in with the killer instinct. In comes Impact. Can he get the follow to take him down? Can't quite do it. Doesn't have the flash because of that earlier dragon play. It is going to mean, though, Otacon should go their way as Umti just slowly but surely knocking this down. As long as you're actually dodging out on the abilities, Otacon does very little to you, but you can't afford to tank these abilities because they are really punishing. You just dodge the orbs, and then for the GA, you step outside of that kind of AoE zone. They do get an eyes on it right at the very chunk here down onto Impact as TL are already on the Baron. They're trying to two-man it here with Umti and APA. Yon, though, is in the area. Impact's lost half his health, but TL still are on the Baron. There is vision of it for Shopify. We'll see if they can actually find a way to punish this. CoreJJ on the side does find Fudge, who does have his flashback now, and APA in the middle of everyone scoops him back, and the follow-up is there from TL. The equalizer are going to get dropped to the wall, but it's Yon into the back line here, cutting them to pieces. Seo's trying to run. Contracts fighting back, doing what he can here. They do take down 2, but Umti is going to chase him, and Umti wants even more as TL come out way on top here. They've already taken 4, and they're looking for number 5. It's only a matter of time here as Contracts picking up the honey fruit, picking up the passive, trying to survive, but he can't do it.
For Team Liquid, APA Azir is in a new era.
He's always pick Azir.
Yeah, always pick Azir. Perfect acronym for him nowadays. Scoops him right into the waiting arms of CoreJJ's first stage game, Nico here.
You need to see, hey, I can do this. I can find these angles.
Yeah, I like the interview afterwards, too, because Emily asked him sacrificing yourself for many other members.
There you go. Sounds pretty simple. Don't know why everyone doesn't do that. As Umti's going to be jumping in on Fudge. Does have a massive gold lead and is able to enforce his will on Fudge, pushing him back. Impact knocks down the tier 2, extending the gold lead to 9.3K. Absolutely insane. As the 6 Grubs going to make short work of these towers. They're pushing in all 3 waves right now. The Ash Arrow does connect, but it's just on Impact, and he is so damn tanky. Not sure they can really do anything about this. They do get him down to about a quarter HP, but Contracts losing a lot of his health as well, and they've lost the mid lane turret. They lost the mid lane inhibitor, and now there's a wave coming in through bot that is likely going to mean the end of that tower. This is looking like a very easy triple inhib here for TL, unless Shopify can find an angle to go right now.
Yeah, and the angle is not looking good. It is closing quickly here.
Yeah, we're going to see if they can find something here on Umti. Umti getting chunked down, but Umti is still very strong and trying to kite out. In comes the Galio ultimate to back him up, and Umti's just going to turn and he's going to fight. The equalizer gets dropped. B-Boy trying to find something here, but the taunt lands, and in comes Yon with the killer instinct. APA not able to find that ulti, though, as Palafox flashes out of it. Still, though, TL too strong, fighting through here. Umti going back in off the reset. Fudge trying to clear out the way. Seos standing, trying to survive, but it's just not looking like it's going to be enough. The Grubs are spawning out here. Maybe they can hold for a little bit longer because they got APA and because they got Yon, but they're still going to lose the triple inhib here, and it's going to be so hard to come back. Great W does immune the knock up there from Seos, but then he's going to get grounded. Fudge, though, just can't get in range, and Impact is closing in. They've got to try to get out. Seos has no ultimate, is creating a little bit of a space. We'll get back to the fountain here to try to heal back up, and B-Boy's going to be up back.
Yeah, exactly.
You're rarely taken down by just one
Especially
minion.
when they got the big brother super minions
When they start
coming.
swarming like this, though, they are not to be trifled with. We'll see if Shopify can even clear out the waves. The Hurricane going to help. Great stasis there. Immunes the Ash Arrow coming through as Impact does buff for the taunt, just kind of stopping any threat of that engage here. CoreJJ on the side as a minion. We'll see if he can find an angle. The towers are starting to go down, though. They need to look for it right now. APA is the target, but they can't find him. In comes the equalizer, but it's not doing anything. Fudge in the back line trying to survive. but gets back to the fountain. Contract's on the other side, trying to put pressure onto Jan, but Jan is standing, Jan is firing, Jan goes in with the killer instinct, and it's 2 kills for TL, and it's looking like it's going to be even more. Jan gets a double, Jan gets another as they ace him on the steps of the base. TL finish the job, take down Shopify.